Hey, what's up? How you doing today? We recently acquired this handy little Dayton 10-inch drill press. Nothing real special. It's 5-speed. I'm sure it's made in China. It has the handy table hand lever, which is why I'm excited about it, because we've got another one that does not. We've only got 2 drill presses, and now we have one with the handy handle like that. But yeah, 5 speeds. Pretty quiet. I like it. It's got this little battery powered laser. I'm not sure how useful that will be. But I added this table to it because the table's small, just a sheet metal shelf, and I added this wood to the base to make it more sturdy. And there's also a heavy piece of cast iron I've got up in under there to give it help have it have a strong base too. But anyway, the problem I had was we had the nice new drill press and we didn't have a chuck key. So I tried a dozen or more different size small chuck keys, and I could not find one that fit. So I was getting frustrated, and I thought, well, I've got some spare chucks around. Why don't I just swap the chuck out? So I popped this one off pretty easy. Hang on, there it is. Popped that off with a piece of wood, tapped it with a hammer, I think. And this, I found a couple of chuck keys that almost fit. This is a, where is it? Upside down. It says JT33 on it. It's hard to read because it's black. JT33, and it gives the size in metric 1.5 to 13 millimeter. So it opens up nice and big, like a ½ inch or a little bit bigger than a ½ inch. But this is like a Chinese, I think, 4-way chuck. It kind of sort of fit, and another side of this I think kind of sort of fits. So you could drill a few holes like with that way. This old American, what is this? It says USA on it, but it's so small I can't read. It says number 5. That almost fit. That kind of sort of fits. You could drill a few holes that way, but I'd rather have one that fit right if you're going to be doing some serious drilling. So had this guy laying around, the Jacobs made in USA, but I was having a hard time trying to figure out how to pop this shank off. It's a number 2 Morse taper shank, and I measured the shank in here, and I measured it here, and thought it would probably be the same taper, Jacobs taper, I guess. This one says 6, so it's a 6A33 taper. 6A33 taper. So anyway, I was talking to a friend on a mechanical engineer friend on the phone, and he came up with the idea, why not just open the jaws up all the way as far as I'll go and drill out the bottom of this just enough so that you could get something in there to go through and pop the shank off, and that worked fine. I started out with this. Let's see if it came out. I started out with this number 16 center drill just to make sure it was good and centered, and then I just used a regular 1/4 inch drill bit, and it'll go through. It's not very thick, not very deep in that bottom of that, and a 1/4 inch hole is all it needed, and I just used a bolt, put that down in there, put it in the vise, smacked it a few times with a hammer, not real hard, and it popped right out. Drilled slightly too far, I got into that, but I don't think that'll matter. So we'll have that if we need it. But anyway, that was pretty quick and dirty and worked. I didn't have any of those tapered little shims that might have worked, but I say it might have worked, but part of the shank is sticking up in there. I had some shims that were not tapered, stuck in there, and I was wiggling and trying to pry on it with a big flat blade screwdriver against this, and that wasn't working. So, but that's easy. It works quick and easy, so that's an option if you need it. So thanks for watching. Take care. Have a good day. Bye.